Represent Detroit, Michigan. This is Enter the Arena, and I am your host, C. Rich. And if you follow my betting predictions down below, you are only more than likely to see more riches. We're going to kick things off with a UFC Fight Night 61, and we got kicking off with Josh Shockley and Ivan George. Ivan George, I was actually really hyped up on this guy in his first fight against, I think it was his first fight in the UFC against Rodrigo Dam, and god damn do I ever hate to put these fucking prospects up to him. He actually ended up losing a split decision, and I'm a little pissed off that he's at a minus 240 right now opening up. I don't feel safe throwing that line down in there, but chances are I will do a one of the first 5 guys. I'll probably end up parlaying them. Like a $5 parlay, just for shits and giggles, and Ivan George will be a part of that, because I do believe he will win. I just don't feel strong enough to throw $24 for 10. Next, we're going to move it down to Cody Gibson and Douglas De Silva Andre. I actually bet against Andre the first fight in his UFC career. He was facing Zubera Zugumov. I don't know, either way, I don't bet against that guy anymore. Andre is actually moving down a weight class, and he's always the shorter guy. I think he's fighting at 135 now. I don't give a shit what the hell you think Cody Gibson's wrestling experience, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I think Douglas De Silva DeAndre is going to be one of the upsets of the night, and he is already sitting at a plus 200. I'm not putting any money on Cody Gibson. I'm not doing it. If you want to, go on ahead, because you know what? That is gambling. Straight up gambling, especially at those fucking odds. I don't care. I'm not doing it. I'm DeAndre all the way. I mean, I hate the betting lines and all that, but you know what? I'm going with the underdog pick. Douglas Silva DeAndre for the win. Next, we got Wendell Oliveira and TJ Wahlberger. This is another one. God damn, I don't know who the hell is going to win. Most people think Wahlberger's wrestling is going to end up, overcoming this fight. That is a valid excuse, and I think that is the valid excuse, and I am going for Wendell Oliveira with the power and the grappling exchange for the win. Next, another fun one for me, Traitor and Mike Della Torre. If anything, I think this one's a showcase for Traitor. If anything, this is something that's going to showcase his ground skills, and I think we should be able to find a finish. Should. Don't mark me on that. Let's see where the betting lines come up at in the distance. But if there is a finish, I believe it will be Thiago Traitor by submission. Next, we got William Marcario and Matt Drar. What do I gotta say? I can go on a big rant of who's who and who's better, what, why, when, why, how. It doesn't matter, because the only thing that matters is William Marcario is going to make a finish in the first or second round. That's said and done. Providing it's at a minus 150, I will bet that in the distance. Then we got one of my favorite fights for the night, Jessica DeAndre versus Marion Rennell. Women's fight. This one is going to be a barn burner, folks. Maybe not a barn burner, but, if you got to talk about women MMA, it should be a barn burner. Jessica DeAndre is the pick for everybody who is not me. I understand she is amazing in the grappling exchange, and she is amazing in the grappling exchange. Marion Rennell, I don't care. Her last fight was, I think it was Alexis DeFries. Alexis DeFries is a tri-star person. We know tri-star is fucking tactics. Come on, people. We know tri-star. We gonna take you down, lay and pray, and wait out the round. Well, you know what? Even though I think DeFries had like 4 inches of reach on Rennell, she couldn't take her down at all. Thank you to my buddy Rex, who had me look at that one, and he was pretty firm, so I did further research, and I bet on Rennell. I'm going to do it again. I think this is the underdog play of the night, unless you're going to pick Frank Mir. I mean, he's another worthy one, but if you're going to go on a big underdog or really anything, like, I don't care. I'm saying Marion Rennell is going to win. Mark those words. I got to figure out what fucking bet to put her in. Yes. We got Sean Strickland and Santiago Paulabinho. I don't care. Sean Strickland, he's moved down a weight class. I think the wrestling is going to be the main aspect of the game here. I don't care if he's fighting in Brazil and blah, blah, blah. I think Sean Strickland is going to take this one by decision. If he doesn't, I see a rear naked choke. If he doesn't take it by decision. Next, we're going to go Yuri Alcantara and Frankie Sandhya. Frankie Sandhya is jumping up. This is a fucking retarded fight, and it's only, I think, probably because it's a Brazilian card and they needed someone to fill it. Sandhya is not ready. Alcantara is sitting at a minus 600 right now. I actually did throw him in a 3-man parlay already. The only thing you're going to be able to do is juice the hell out of this guy. Parlay juice him. Otherwise, we got to wait till weigh-ins and the prop bets come up, because I do possibly think in the distance is a very good play for this one. But we'll see where the lines are at. Next one, Rustam Khabilov and Adriano Martins. Martins, I think he was getting a little better of Donald Cerrone until he got kicked in the fucking head. He is a BJJ black belt, whatever. You know, who from Brazil isn't a black belt? Come on, people. Whatever. I don't even listen to that shit anymore unless you got some credentials. Ruslan, man, this guy's a Sambo champion. I think he's like a 3-time Sambo champion. I don't care. Ruslan for the win. I don't care. Adriano Martins is going to have a quiet stadium when someone's hand is raised. Next, Cesar Ferreira and Sam Alvey. I'm going to tell you right now, I am not too familiar with Cesar Ferreira. I thought he was someone else. When I started doing my research, I didn't watch any fights. I thought he was someone else. Further look into it, it seems like if he can't finish Sam in the first round, it seems like someone's going to be, digging a little deep in that gas tank. And I'm not worried about Sam Alvey digging in that gas tank. I am going to take Ferreira for the win. However, I'm not betting him. I will be throwing a couple dollars on Sam Alvey. But I'm not betting Ferreira. But I am picking him. Next, we got Edson Barboza and Michael Johnson. It was Michael Doomsday Johnson, and now I don't even know what retarded nickname he picked. I don't know. I saw it in the betting lines today. I was like, huh? What is his nickname? I thought it was Doomsday. Oh, fuck. Either way, this one's a hard one to pick. When it comes down to it, I gotta go Barboza. I don't need a breakdown or anything. When it comes down to it, I think Barboza and the leg kicks. And, I mean, I still can't forget about UFC Fox 9, that Barboza win over Danny Castillo. God damn, I made so much money that fight card because of that one. And I was like looking at when the judges came, and I was like, I lost. And then they're like, Edison Barboza. I loved it. But we're going to go to the main event. Frank Mir and Antonio Bigfoot Silva. Neither of these guys have won in a few years. Bigfoot Silva's definitely came the closest. Draw with Mark Hunt. You know, it was a complete stand-up affair. And, god damn, you would have got 75-1 odds if you bet draw, which was horrible odds if you had to bet a draw. Considering, because I always will look at it, crazy fights like that. And 75-1 odds were actually really, like, low. But when I got to think about things, Antonio Silva should get the win. Am I going to bet him at a minus 310? No. Am I going to bet him in the distance? Probably not. Am I probably going to throw $5 or $10 down on Mir and Mir in the distance? Yes. Yeah, guilty. I'm going to do it. I mean, it's like probability. You're like, oh, playing craps. Oh, I did 10 times black. It's bound to hit red, right? I threw 10 times down on black. It's bound to hit red. No, this time that I switch it up, right? Should. Probably not. He's in Brazil. But there's been bigger upsets, and if you're going to lay any type of money, I just advise you, don't put it on Silva. If you're going to put $30 down in this fight, do not choose a fighter. I would recommend, honestly, the over 1.5. We got 2 ex-TRT fighters. If you're going to do a bet on this fight, don't pick a fighter. Pick the over 1.5. That is the safest play you can do. Just pick the over. Don't pick a fighter. But if you want some juice money or whatever, I'm going to pick Mir. But Silva should win. But hey, until next time, guys, I'm your host, C. Rich. This is Enter the Arena. Don't blow your bankrolls. Good luck. And until next time, have fun. And please subscribe to the link below and follow my betting, MMA advice, and picks. Good night.